Read
Hey,
mission log?
well, no, don't worry about it. Hey, everyone, welcome back to Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation 1. Last time, I needed to go to Google to find the correct time, but I also picked up the
I
mine
still love
detector.
Noob Tube.
Oh,
I still love Noob Tube's reaction to that. uh,
and here we have our new informant.
Deep Throat.
Yep,
Is my headset messing up or is it a little monotone?
you're fine.
Yeah, yeah, that was weird. Yeah, I honestly, it was start. The audio was weird on me too. Are you gonna? Oh, yeah, I was gonna ask if you're gonna collect any of the claymores, or are you just gonna just sneak past them? Okay.
Yep. I just get the first two, mostly,
Ah.
because
Yeah, the fight this fight in the Twin Snakes is actually very different from the original version of this.
but
Because
you can still do the original tactic.
yeah, you could.
So
But what's
welcome
up?
to now we fight now we actually fight a tank.
A fucking tank.
Yep. We went from fighting a guy with a gun to a tank.
Yeah, and led by Vulcan Raven.
hmm When you get later in the game, when you come back here, the tank is gone for some reason. So they just outright cleaned out a tank from
So you want me to send him boom as a
I mean,
message?
That
and that's
explosion was still close enough that would have killed you, but okay.
that's about as much as we're gonna get with an action scene from this game. In the Twin Snakes, they bump it up to 11
Oh gosh, yeah.
because you see him backflip the fucking like. It's
Oh,
stupid.
he goes full ham in that cutscene.
Oh, definitely.
Twin Snakes is a very, very silly game.
Yep.
So what you can do in the fight in the Twin Snakes is you can put
Just-
claymores next to the wheel, next to the treads of the tank, and you can stop him from completely moving at all.
Yep. This one I
And
think you can do the same, but I always go with a grenade tactic, so I
Ooh.
can just take one
Ow.
to the face. That's when I switch straight to the ration. I'm like, no, I'll be fine. Boom. Yeah, no.
time for auto life.
Yep.
So what? Oh gosh, the audio's okay. Sorry, it might be my headset, but
Ow.
what ends up so
Ow.
like that's how you get. That's actually how you do the. That's how you get the stamina kill in this
Ow.
fight. Is you stop the you stop the treads, and you have to snipe the people manning the machine guns, or you throw a stun grenade into the thing.
Oh, the power of the PlayStation 1.
I know, right? Look at that. Explosion.
So another thing you could also do is you can throw a chaff grenade.
What does that just? Oh, that just stops. That just like can't see you.
So the gunner has to come
Ooh,
out.
gotcha.
So I immediately run over here to get more grenades.
I think actually I think that's a speedrunning trick you have is having a grenade out. I think it makes you move faster.
Yeah.
Ooh, ow!
Yeah, this is this boss isn't best coded in here, but you do a shit ton of damage
Dang.
to the gunner. Yeah.
That also if you get the stamina kill because yeah, if you get the stamina kill, it's actually really funny because the gunner is voiced by Robin from Teen Titans.
Oh.
So he gets flown out of the tank and he's like his butt's on fire and he drops the key card.
And there we go. We destroyed a tank.
Yeah, with 2 grenades.
It's probably the fastest way you could do it, like lethal. Well, you can't really go non-lethal in this game. In this version.
Oh hell no.
In Twin Snakes, go right ahead.
which doesn't make sense in terms of the game because the characters still die even though you stamina killed them.
Awkward Zombie just recently made a comic about that.
Oh, can you send me that comic?
Oh yeah, I will.
All right. Yeah, did Snake kind of just forget that Vulcan Raven still in the tank, or did he just get the card and move on?
I think I think the thing is like they were hoping he would get the card. It was just like a test. For him.
Mhm. Shaman, the Pokemon? Shaman, like that is weird how people actually do pronounce it as Shaman.
Because it's a shaman.
And
all
not-
that, yeah.
Yeah. Not yet. If I'm
Don't
correct,
kill him yet.
they kept the whole original voice cast for Twin Snakes, right?
Most of it.
Okay,
I think like one or two couldn't come back.
gotcha. I know because I know I know Nastasha and you said Nastasha and Mei Ling stay as
They lose their
stay in that
accents.
version too.
Yeah, but they
Huh?
just lose their accents.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Also, I think is this the only Metal Gear Solid game where you gain health from beating bosses, or
No, Metal Gear 1 and 2 had that, but yeah, this is the big one.
Oh, I didn't know you could go first person here and look into the next room.
Yeah.
so because I know in future Metal Gear Solid games you're just given your health right at the start,
Mhm.
like you just have a max set of health.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense because again, they're more open world. Then MGS 5 just has pseudo replenishable health.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where all the sneaking fun is.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm getting a call.
Fun fact. If you play this game on easy or very easy, you have the ability of using your tranquilized M9, even though they restrict you from every other gun.
Oh no, yeah. I'll show off a little thing later when we fight a certain boss. So.
Okay.
You'll see a little thing you can do in the PlayStation 1 version that you can't do in the GameCube version. That cheeses this
Really?
fucking part. Yeah.
Gotcha. Because obviously in this part you can't fire your gun because there's nuclear weapons and
And like the single ash of a little fire gun. Yeah. No, but they can shoot you fine. Yeah, it's perfectly fine.
yeah, I know, right? And then in very easy mode, we restricted all your weapons except your M9.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They seriously used his nanomachines to restrict his weapon access.
I would say this part's harder in the Twin Snakes because they have more they
That's
have,
some like Metal Gear Solid 4 stuff.
Yeah.
So as
Wait,
you
what were
see
you-
here, I'm gonna call someone else, which I forgot to cut. So this is definitely me not looking through the manual. Yeah, this is definitely not me looking through the manual. There we go. There she is.
Hi, Nastasha.
She is the heavy weapons guy, and this is her weapon.
She's one of the few characters that I wish was involved in the plot a little more because all of her dialogue I think is optional, isn't it?
Yep. You really don't
Which
have to
is-
color at all. This is the only time she gets a mention in the story. But she's still canonically in the story because she writes what happened. She writes the Shadow Moses incident as a book in Metal Gear Solid 2.
And in real life, right?
Well,
What?
the life
Or-
of Metal Gear. Well, theoretically in real life in Metal Gear Solid 2, the Metal Gear Solid universe. Or
Got-
whatever.
Gotcha.
She's the
Well, I
reason,
mean, like,
she's
in-
the reason why the entire fucking like thing got exposed.
I know they work for. If I'm correct, don't like Mei Ling and Nastasha work for the next company they create after they leave Foxhound?
Mm-hmm.
After he leaves Foxhound?
Philanthropy.
Yeah, that's it.
What does that even mean?
Philanthropy?
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, I would say
Well,
this
I-
part. I would say
Really
this
low
part's
shit
harder.
They just made up.
I would say
but-
this part's harder in the Twin Snakes because the genome soldiers have more of a provisional vision. So,
Yeah.
and I just outright
Philanthropy. The desire to promote the welfare of others, expressed especially by the generous donation of money to good causes. I
Huh.
I don't know what that has to do with like an anti-Metal Gear thing, but because that's what philanthropy is that it's just a company that they created to stop Metal Gear, to like stop Metal Gears and stuff like that.
So, fun fact: if you have a camera and take a photo there while the dude's pissing, there's a ghost there.
Oh, the developer ghost.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Philanthropy is kind of another name for charity as well.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Also, this is the weirdest fact I found out from watching Police Knots playthrough. I've been like watching.
Meryl's in it.
No, not Meryl. The fact of the company that made Gray Fox and Raiden in Revengeance is the same company that is also mentioned in Police Knots, and it's weird.
Well, again,
Like-
remember, Revengeance was just theoretically just a fan game with Kojima's blessing.
It's true. Well, Kojima is one of those people who never lets any kind of reference go to waste. Like, almost nothing goes to waste in the Metal Gear Solid universe.
Yep, that's why they brought the Mark III back in MGS4. Use a reference from Snatcher. Ooh, what's there?
Really?
Yeah.
Dr. Madnar as well.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
The fact that Meryl is straight up in Police Knots, which is really weird.
Yep. So we'll be back in this room again. I just came here to get some stuff, get packing.
The
before-
Nikita.
No, that's later.
Okay.
So, yeah, just getting some stuff, and now here is the over here.
Ooh. Oh, that's he looks like a future friend of ours.
I don't know. I think he looks like a nerd.
He looks like an otaku.
But
I don't
yeah,
know why.
yeah, we were supposed to get the Nikita. Yeah, I kind of missed that. Right. I thought I'd go back to it, but no. Yeah. All right. So,
Oh, quick question. Is there a trick, is the trick of, like, mashing the action button to hold your breath in, is that in this game too, or?
like later, but that's a different thing.
Like, I mean, to hold your
to
breath
hold your
in
breath?
this gas.
No, that's not here. No.
Okay. Because that's what happened, because that's what you, once again, Twin Snakes.
Yeah.
If you mash the action button while going down this hallway, you can hold your breath.
Really? Never
Mhm.
done it.
Yeah, I think it's mashing the action button, but yeah, you can mash the button and you hold your breath, and you don't have to breathe it.
I've always just done the old way because you can get the gas mask is here, so you can just choose that.
Yeah. What the?
Yep.
What was that?
Me messing around with the controller. There we go.
Wait, you can have it not set in first person?
Yeah, in MGS1 is the one that like you can. Since it's top down always, it was always they just took inspiration from the original Metal Gear, and Metal Gear 2.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you just press first person mode to get this in first person. That's where you can only
Okay.
see a life bar. So
Gotcha.
and floor is no longer electrified.
Yeah.
Let me just go catch my breath.
Yeah, I think you're holding your breath in the whole time, so. Wait,
Alright,
what's
there
this
we go.
gas? It's healing powder. Breathe in
Can you
deep.
start taking damage, or is it an insta kill?
No, you start taking damage.
Damage.
All right.
Yeah, rations, which I'm just gonna ignore because they give you
Well,
so
you
they give
already
you
have-
so much rations in here. All right, so one thing you can do in this game, every time you have like anything with explosions, mostly Nikita missiles, you can just blow up any freaking camera. There we go. We have the gas mask now. So there.
All right.
But you still need to equip the freaking that to open the doors.
That's annoying.
Yeah, they fix it in the Twin Snakes. And there's my
Well, they
number.
fix it in every version of every Metal Gear Solid after one.
Metal Gear Solid 2
and-
is the one where they just outright fixed it, so everyone was happy
Mhm.
about that. So I'm trying to remember what I think. I just get rid of the freaking camera.
Well, yeah, because these cameras are a pain in the dick.
Yeah.
I mean, they're much easier to deal with in Twin Snakes because first person, but in this game, there's no you can't fire your gun in first person. So
No, that's why these things are broken for like just destroying cameras.
yeah, but then again, the cameras can also destroy the missile itself
Most
too.
of the times, yeah. I'm just not taking a chance with these ones.
Another thing too, if I'm correct, you have to let the missile go in a straight line for it to catch speed.
Yeah.
If I'm correct,
Yeah, like that. Because if you turn it around, it's
Yeah.
slowly.
it stops.
So yeah, this is just me getting all this stuff done. It's just easier to get rid of. Like, I don't know. It's just me just getting my inner collector.
Wait, can you carry 3 rations now, or are you still stuck with 2?
No, I can carry 3 now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just noticed 3 out of 3 rations.
Some of them you just can't go in. 'Cause, you know, they're just higher level and stuff like that. So you can come back here later. You just get it's just for completion's sake. You don't really have to.
Well,
And
to
then-
be fair, Metal Gear Solid games aren't really designed for collectibles. Like if you're a completionist for collectible stuff, this isn't usually a
Say that to
Uh,
2
besides the dog tags of 2, but
and 3.
that's and
3
4.
has like a shit ton of like camos to collect.
Well, yeah, most of
And
them
4
you have to like
4 you have
stamina kill the bosses.
And 4 you have the costumes and masks.
Old Snake.
So,
I don't like to think of that. I like I'm more thinking of the whole getting the big boss rank in this game.
but yeah, collectibles like are still weird because you could also there was also the iPod songs in MGS4. Ooh, spooky.
Spoopy. Oh,
Yep, sounds like death.
I know, right? It's a spoopy ghost that's impaling people. Wait, is the stealth camo also on the sword too?
Kinda.
What? Because the sword was invisible when he impaled that dude.
It was probably just like a misstep. So
Yeah,
that
just
man's dead. Everyone's dead, and now we can just easily go through here. Let's go into the void.
Yeah. Let's go beat up a masochist.
It's weird though. If you're playing an emulator, the active camo doesn't really show. It just shows a green person. So, well, in older versions
and
of
of course-
in the older versions of the emulator, it's probably better now.
I see Hal takes after his
Yeah.
father.
Yep.
Yeah. His sister takes after her brother too.
Does she appear in the game?
No.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
does.
She appears in.
Yeah. The whole Otacon lineage is
Very
known for
weak
peeing their
bladders.
pants. Yes.
And yes, Otacon is where my Final Fantasy XIV character's first name comes from.
Oh, Hal.
Yeah.
Oh crap, what's his full name? Hal
Emmerich.
Emmerich. I don't. Yeah.
Named
I
after,
just think-
named after the computer, named after HAL 9000 from Space Odyssey.
Space Oddity.
Yeah.
Ground control to me.
We'll get to 3 when
I'm
we get
afraid
to it.
I can't. I honestly.
As you see the
really
police
can't
knots
wait for
photo
3.
in the background.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They
That
changed
photo
it
is
to
like-
a Zone of the Enders poster in Twin Snakes.
Twin Snakes, because of course.
This is
I mean,
creepy
Zone of the
ass
Enders
thing.
is really good.
Oh yeah, but I like police knots better.
Yeah.
And then he just hides here.
Police Knots, I actually do like, but the thing is, Kojima put a little too much detail into that game.
It's fine. It's just Kojima being Kojima. So like,
Yeah.
so I think Metal Gear Solid 1 is the one that's super heavy on like bosses. So notice how like 5 minutes ago we fought a tank. Yeah, now we're
Now we're fighting a ninja.
Yep. The
A
best
masochist
way to
ninja.
fight the best way and I think the only way to fight him is just through hand-to-hand combat.
Mm-hmm. Fun fact.
Because if you
the
use
environment.
if you actually fight him like with guns, he'll just pull a Genji and use his cooldown.
Yeah. Fun fact though. Fun fact. In the Twin Snakes, all the monitors are actually like fully working. Like you can see like random stuff on the monitors.
Yeah, no,
compared to
they're
just
all
this
broken
version.
right away in the PS1 version.
Yeah, which sucks. And in the other version, in the repainted version of this game, done by like just the game's repainted people, the monitors all have their own textures.
Fuck that.
So
move,
they were able to change.
Fuck that move, by the way.
Huh?
When he jumps
flip?
when he jumps into the roof, and then does
Yeah.
like the drop down. Yeah, fuck that move.
Can you stun him with like stun grenades or chaff grenades or anything like that?
You probably can, but I don't do it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think it's possible.
But they make Otacon into a massive. They make him even more into an otaku than what he was in this game, because all the monitors are filled with anime, and those shelves over on the far right have like Naruto manga.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. But that's just the repainted version where they purposely made him just a massive otaku, like even more than what he was in this game.
Again, around this time, I think Toonami was still barely airing like Dragon Ball. So.
Oh yeah, this. Well, okay, wait. When this come out, 2001.
This came out 98.
Oh, 98. Okay, so yeah, we were just barely getting the dub of Dragon Ball,
Yep,
and
and,
GT was already rampant in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm correct, I might be very wrong about that, but
And now here comes a little where you have to find him. It's not that hard. Because like you can still see the auto camo is even easier to cheese again in an emulator because you can see the outline of the wireframe.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think Dragon Ball was a thing here until 2001, I think.
No, they were showing it in the 90s.
oh no, I think he means in the UK.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh damn it! I didn't know he also had teleportation when he had the stealth
he
camo
just does
on.
the anime thing by jumping into the roof and then like walking through the ceiling for like 5 seconds. Yeah.
So tell me, how angry were you when at the beginning of MGS2 the camo shorts out?
I don't use it. I don't care. I'm not a chump.
I still do love that small reference though when when Raiden is talking to Snake, he's like, if you need any ammo, you can borrow mine. You got plenty?
Yep.
Yes,
and,
of course.
Yep. There's the
Infinite ammo.
there's the PlayStation 1 right there.
Yep. There's a small PlayStation 1 with a CR next to a CRT. You have to
And then Twin Snakes is a
if you
GameCube.
if
It's a GameCube instead.
with a yeah, and then there's also on one of the desks there's a Mario and a Yoshi figurine. If you shoot them, they have sound effects.
So
And they give you health.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, that's a Model 1 PlayStation 1.
So this move hurts like a bitch. That charge punch, yeah. So the best thing you can do is wait till him to come get you, walk just across him, wait till he whiffs, and then just do your shitty combo.
Beat the shit out of him.
Yeah. Yeah. See, is that he does a nothing personal kid, and then he punches you.
Uh-huh.
Because like, again, it's like a counter move, but again, just walk across him, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I see. This is probably the easiest part of him.
It sucks that if you whiff one hit and still do the combo, it's still considered.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets invincibility frames for a second, and
Yeah,
he turns it, and he shows off his masochism.
Which is fine. Again, this isn't really a hard boss fight. He just hits hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The hell?
Yeah, he grows a fucking thing for some reason. I'm just gonna throw a grenade.
Yeah, there were some papers that flew around too.
Mm-hmm. So
Aren't you disturbing?
What you're supposed to do is wait till he's like that, and then just punch him. He'll do it one more time, and then just.
Oh.
Yep. You'll do it enough to stop. Again, it's just more annoying than hard.
It's more annoying and unnecessary than it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
You heard. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Love was changing. What the fuck? This is
Yeah.
the only time this happens, by the way.
It's fucking
No,
weird.
it's not the only time.
Happened before, but not as much, not as bad as this.
Yeah.
Holy
Ow,
shit, what did
ow,
paramedic
ow,
do to
ow,
him?
ow,
Great
ow.
power encountered a critical error.
Gray Fox.exe stopped working.
Ow, ow, ow.
While was programmed to fill paint.
Hurt me, Daddy Snake. Hurt me more. The actual fuck. He smelt like poisonous hamsters, Colonel.
He smelled like actual Africa.
He smelt like the rains that I blessed in Africa.
Okay, you know what? Never mind. It's a joke I wanted to make. But
Dr. Clark.
Oh right, that definitely got retconned to shit there.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
They said that Dr. Clark was a guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, then again, the whole thing with Dr. Clark was like no one really knew much about him, her. It.
him, her.
Well, the whole thing was like it's not that much known about the Doctor,
You know,
and it was just like a
Naomi
thing
knows
they
a little
added
bit-
in MGS3.
yeah. You know, Naomi knows a little too much about Gray Fox and the experiment. Like, you never asked. I hate that quote so much in MGS2. You never asked. Are you serious?
shouldn't she be pulled from this mission at this point?
Yeah, because she kind of
If
knows.
she was withholding information, important information.
Well, that information that she just said was confidential.
Well, remember
But I guess-
remember Metal Gear Solid only takes place within a couple hours,
That's true.
so
This takes place within
it also
8
doesn't help,
hours?
it also doesn't help that like Snake is already inside the base, so they can't really pull out right now.
They
Well,
can
I'm not
move
saying-
people around and
no.
stuff, but I get what you.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll see you in part 4.